Another thing that's happening right now while we have this discussion. So last night, a bunch of Ben Simmons reports came out that he's demanding a trade. Now it's official. He's demanding a trade. And Shams and Johnny K and a couple others have the Timberwolves as like one of the 2 or 3 teams that are in the mix.
Who are you going to give him? Who are they going to take?
Well, hold on. So there's another report this morning that the Sixers reportedly had to pick between Embiid and Simmons, which we all kind of figured. The Simmons-Embiid rift had been escalating, according to USA Today. And then Embiid has jumped in to argue with reporters on Twitter this morning, saying, I love Ben Simmons. I love playing with him. It's on all of us. We didn't get the job done together as a team. So this must be part of the PR effort to keep Simmons' value high.
Choosing between Embiid and Ben Simmons would require the only things that come to mind are extremely sexist that I would not like to say in this society now.
Good restraints by you.
That is not a tough decision to make, okay? That is not a tough decision. Who are you going to give them from here?
Well, that's the thing. But who are they going to get?
Who can't shoot?
Well, first of all, the Wolves have a ton of guys who can shoot.
Yes.
And so what they don't have are people that can play defense and prevent the other team from scoring 140 points.
Well, they don't.
And Ben Simmons is really good at that.
They don't want no D-Lo, for God's sakes. They don't want Malik Beasley. Who are you going to give them?
But that's the standoff, is that they have to trade him at some point because this has just become an unworkable situation. But all of the teams that they want, so they want Dame Lillard. Well, the Blazers aren't going to trade Dame Lillard for Simmons right now. So the hope is that for the Wolves, that the Sixers are just in a pretty much a similar spot that the Wolves were with Jimmy Butler, where they're going to have to trade him for 50 cents on the dollar.
Russell, and you got to if you get.
You might not need to trade him, Russell. You might not need to. They might just have to dump him at some point.
Well, I don't want him.
You're just out.
If my 11-year-old grandson was not a hockey player, he could beat him in horse.
Come on, Pat.
Guy's an embarrassment to basketball when he shoots.
The reckless speculation train has left the station, and it's flying down the tracks.
Who wants him?
He just needs to play defense. I don't need him to shoot. Just play defense. And pass and rebound.
If they can get a third team in, I think this could actually happen now. Hey, Patrick, I got one for you. There's nothing more fun in this town than when Rick Spielman gets cute with roster cuts. Right now, after they cut down, and this is not done, obviously, to 53 yesterday, they have no long snapper.
Yes.
So like Rick saw a guy, I got to protect him. I can't let him go. What are we going to do? I'm going to let the long snapper go for now. This is the type of thing that bites him in the ass.
But, I mean, like this Jalen Holmes or whatever his name is, they don't want to put him on waivers. Well, to get him to the practice squad, you still have to put him on waivers, right? Eventually.
Correct.
When you bring Griffin back. So what you're hoping that every other team gets full and then they don't want this guy anymore.
That's the
pretty
cute,
much, yeah.
That's the cute move.
Yeah.
They still have nightmares over losing Tyler Thigpen in 2007. They don't want that to happen.
He's never been cuter than he was this time, though. He's extremely. Who else? Another veteran. He's cute with. He got cute with.
Amir Abdullah, the running back.
Abdullah, the running back. Yeah,
he cut him too, but I think he's going to try and bring him back.
Would you rather have no long snapper or no kickers? Dan Campbell cut both of his veteran kickers that were competing for the job yesterday.
Oh, I bet he thinks he's a genius too. I don't know. The Lions.
Dan Campbell.
Do you know the columnists in Detroit how blessed they must feel to have Dan Campbell?
I don't know. The Lions have been a blessing. I've been jealous of those guys for 50 years with the
Dan
Lions.
Campbell, though, man, he's cut his kickers. He's
another moron. They always, they hired the most boring guy in history, Jim Caldwell. So now they say let's hire the number one fruitcake in football. It's just unbelievable. I think is Bill Ford's widow still alive?
Yeah.
She's still alive. Yep. She's still the team pride. I'm sure she doesn't make decisions, but it's still the family.
She's still there.
I think she's still listed as the team president, isn't she?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And she brought in, was it last year now? Chris Spielman, Rick's brother.
Yes, he's an advisor, right?
He has a big advisory role with the Lions. That's going to turn him around.
Still one of my 5 favorite moments in sports coverage was when the guy had the little sign that said "Fire Millen," and Millen saw it and told him to get it, get that sign away from this guy because they showed it on TV, and they chased him all over the stadium. And they were, for this guy with this little sign, they turned it into this huge 20-minute thing where the whole crowd was cheering for the guy with the sign to stay away from the Lions while they were getting their ass kicked by the Vikings. God, they're just clowns. I don't know what it is. I don't know what has allowed them to be such idiots, but they've been idiots. And, they're, as I always say, all you got to know is Chili and Tice, both of whom we don't remember fondly here, 16-1 against the Lions.
Yeah.
16-1 against the Lions.
I don't know. I think Dan Campbell's the ticket. He's going to turn this thing around.
Yeah.
50 years of misery. Maybe more than that.
And you know who's really happy? Matthew Stafford. That he doesn't have to be with a bad team with an insane coach anymore. After all those years, he was just with a bad team. Now he's got an insane coach, too.
Yeah, probably hasn't stopped smiling since the trade. All right, we got to jump, Pat. We'll talk to you on Friday.
All right, Jets, we'll be kicking around the Gophers' stunning upset by then.
Yes, we will. All right.
All right.
Roll the boat, Skyima, go Gophers, as Pat always says. See you guys.
Yes.